people riding scooter, how much is important it's to draw pose of people itself, because it's like, you know, it's like you can draw scooter around rider, so you better have clear understanding of a pose of a figure. So let's say here we have our figure, right? So, and I assume you kind of already know proportions, how to draw people in proportions. You watch my previous tutorials. If you're not, you need to watch. And I will explain again anyway. So here we have like our general figure with proportions, right? So then what happened with him when he ride motorcycle? He bent his knees, right? So he sit like this. So it's a figure itself with a bent knees, so proportions change. Now whole h reduced about 2 head h lower, right? Then we have 2 arms, they reaching in the front, right? But if he will have stride like this, he can break his arms, like his elbows will be screwed. So usually people sit like this. So most common pose, it's having like this arm here, little in the front, see like little here in front, and this arm kind of parallel to ground. So it's like default most common pose is like this, thigh parallel to ground, and this part of arm parallel to ground, and this part like little in the front. So just for you to notice. So then you can see, depending on type of figure, like how long arms you have and stuff. But here usually this line from legs going here, and yeah, about here will be handlebar, right? So this kind of default pose you need to keep in mind, and just imagine like, okay, now you can draw this pose from any angle, from this angle, from that angle, from bottom, from top, and then you just draw scooter around this pose. It's actually much easier this way, and trick here is like, you can draw, if you understand how to draw in 3D, you can draw it any way, from any direction, kind of, let's say, like from any sequence. Like, so let's say you can see it here, you can look at backwards. So also, yeah, okay, I want to notice you here. Also here you can notice some connections, kind of, right? So let's say like this line of this leg angle, and where is the hand holding handlebar. So let me show you. So idea with the drawing in general, and it's also drawing in the space, you always need to apply some analysis. You need to use your brain, like reduce complex forms to more simple structures. So let's say this is what I was just showing you. So we have knee, we have this bottom here, we have spine, here we have shoulder, like this. So same here, and like this. So, and then like I say, it's default pose, right? But depending on the size of scooter and depending on the proportions of the rider, this can be little bent. We can have some variety. So let's say if on the same place here sits somebody shorter, right? So his arm will have less angle, and his knees will be lower here like this. Or opposite, if we have like very big guy, he comfortable will be still to have thigh parallel to ground, but he will sit more farther to back. It will be something like this. So you need to able to see this structure as a not rigid but kind of flexible form, right? With this kind of key elements. So yeah, maybe I will do this example. So then, like when you understand is like ratio proportions, which we can show on a side view, then all you do, you just bring it third dimension, right? Third dimension, it's depth, standing for depth. So you kind of like you add to this data, you add z-axis. So here I give you example how it works. So also, you know, every time at the beginning you always will be confused and looking for proper way of drawing things, and like at least I talking from my experience and from observing some other artists like beginners how they feel the stuff. Problem here, you don't need to find perfect approach. You don't need to find like perfect sequence which fit your style or your perception or your personality, whatever. You need to try them all and just choose which work for you better currently. But then when you will get real understanding, it's not important which way you go. You can do whatever you want from any sequence. So let's say it's like if we have like 2 + 2 = 4, right? So you know you can write it this way, right? You can write it like this, and after put 2 put 4. You can say like, oh, also I can get 4 if I will like make twice 2, right? Or and then you can also play around, say like, oh, if I let's go, I will have 2 here. So it's like you keep having like 2 and 1 4, and you can do so many combinations with that. So here it's kind of happen same stuff with the proportions. When you understand proportions, when you understand how they works, you can draw them from any way. So let's say back to figure, like I was talking in one of previous tutorials. I think it was like how to draw people with motorcycle. So I say there's like very quick approach how to draw proportions for figures. It's like one type of figure you can say is like short figure. It will be like when you have body and leg equal h, right? So I have leg here and like kind of body like which means rib cage and pelvis, this kind of back, right? And I add head to it. So this is like not a very tall person. It's kind of average proportions. So, and then leg, if you did cut on a half, it will be knee here, right? So it's very convenient to calculate and break proportions this way. If we talk about tall guy proportions, so for a tall guy it will be like whole body, whole h, you divide on half, so half of all his body h will be leg. So and then when you subdivide upper part, there will be head and torso. So this is kind of proportions for I don't know, like a model guy. Some like I don't know, like in Korea they have this K-pop or this like movie stars, you know, they always, I see they have this kind of proportions. So, and same like for all legs, it's always like when it's from top to bottom, in the middle will be knee. So why it's convenient? Because now you can draw like this. You say like body, legs, kind of, then you add head. This way you can easily find proportions in a space. So I see it's like equal here plus head. And how can you draw this pose in perspective? How to make it convenient for yourself? It's like I say, you can look on a direction of, okay, let's do this pencil, direction of leg here, and so like, oh, okay, here will be his arm, right? So now I have this kind of surface. Then I find elbows, then I find body here, then is this part of leg, then I can connect, then I have head here. So here we have this pose in perspective. You can add to it, you can add shape to it, like this. Let's see. Then you can add volume to it. Here maybe will be like this. You can, and etc. Can just keep adding elements. So this is how you can get three-dimensional figure in a perspective one way. And there's a couple other ways, and I just show you examples how it can work. So let's say you can put this figure in a box, right? And if you can put it in a box, you can do it you can do everything with it. You can draw it in any perspective. So let's do, for simplicity, let's make this box like made from 4 boxes. Like 4 cube box. And can also draw side view. Let's draw here. So this box from a side. So what we have here, okay, let's it be this, it's like grip place, this one. Then here will be feet. Here can be like angle, this angle. Whoop, paper is broke. So then it means about, maybe here will be kind of like this. So when you have this box, it just helps you to find these dots, find these points. And it's not about like having like universal proportions for every drawing you want. It's about helping you to make this geometry in 3D. So let's say here this hands, here feet, here I make this angle, here knee. You see, so now you have, with this box, you have ability to have like clear idea how these points like located. So you can also actually like move them. So you can make like his arm being here, or like also you can like, let's say like a spread legs little bit, some man spreading pose, like he's like very tough scooter rider, let's say, kind of this. Have this cool collar and Elvis hair. So then, like I say, you can just move this box around. And if you not confident with drawing box in perspective, which consists from 4 cubes, you can start with a cube, and I have this like tutorial like how to rotate objects in perspective. So there have cranes boxes, you know, with this like different angles. So you can start with cube, then you like multiply cubes to have box. So all this can be a good exercise, because eventually it's not like you want to get super precision, like 100% accuracy. It's about improving your clarity and real understanding. So okay, so same, you see, like I just need to project this stuff into different angles. Longer here. Because again, also when you draw your actual illustration or frame in a comic book or painting, whatever, it's not like you refuse to draw freehand. Yeah, it's still like you can just sit and draw freehand whatever you want, right? Having clear idea of space and ability to properly draw in 3D, to make proper structure, just help you to navigate, kind of help you navigate 3D space. So sometimes you can just like have this just like a bone structure, so it helps you to make sure what kind of proportions should be. But it doesn't mean you need to make it super accurate, because sometimes you see, oh, I don't like kind of this level of foreshortening, I want to little normalize it, make it like less prominent, or to maybe to fit for your composition or for any other reason. Like I say, you can do now whatever you want. You can even like draw anatomy for this. Like whatever detalization you need, like break it on a super precise 3D forms, or make anatomy, or make him be a robot, or have like different kind of clothing. So have a lot of opportunity with this. Most important, you figure out proportions in a space, like how they located. So, and then we go how to draw, connect kind of this with a motorcycle, with a scooter. So usually like we draw scooter, have this ratio, like 4-wheel long, so it's like 2-wheel between front and rear wheel. Then usually this kind of H will be like half of a wheel, like this H here. Let's see. And so then look what happened. We take this square with 4 squares, and this one of square, it's a wheel size. So now, like from here, about from here, you draw again, it's like this wheel size square 4 times. So we have this square here, and again, so we have dude sitting here. And this is like kind of bone structure for scooter, which is again, like I say, there's different type of scooters, different models, and proportions. All this can be little move around, and you can make mistakes. Nobody will notice, kind of just little twitches. But this is kind of a main structure, which is more important than drawing kind of realistic lines. First of all, you need to have this ratio in a space. So let's see where I can show it. Let's delete this. Control Z. So this kind of again about talking about analysis and reduction, right? So what is the structure of a scooter? How can you look at it so make it more convenient and have like a very clear and flexible concept of it? So me, I was looking at it like scooter. It's kind of like we have this 2 wheels and chair in between. So this is just a chair. So here we make like Flintstone scooter. So having structure, you can draw whatever modification you want. This is benefit of reduction. So you not fix to secondary elements, you more thinking about major elements, and you in all secondary elements is flexible to you. So here, let's say we put this handlebar, here we have this rear fork, so we have chair connected to front and rear wheel. And dude sitting here. Here. So back to structure here. So this what I show you again, right? So we have hands, we have this angle here, we have this leg here, then we have knee, leg go like this, shoulder, arm go like this, and we have head, right? So also what in mention, like when we talk about drawing scooter, like I say, so it's like 4 wheel is like standard proportion from most of scooters. Front wheel, rear wheel, 2 wheel in between. So, and you see here we have like little above middle center of a wheel, we have space for a foot, so he can put his foot on driver. Then we have like about, like I say, if we put here this square, you see, so about like from center of a wheel height, like this, like center of a wheel H, you put same like 1 wheel H box square, and this will be seat for a driver. So this is like most important key elements of scooter, which you need to draw in a space first for clarity, for a solid structure. And here you can see also how this related. You notice what happened? So between this point of a feet platform and the handlebar, we have angle like this, right? So this is another kind of construction element of most scooters. Here how this angle look from front, almost like a straight line. Так. So like here, these handlebars, then here will be this like cockpit or something, this stuff, and then here's this platform, same here we have this, okay, let's say this line. About here you make this angle, so it's like a front of a scooter. You can add some thickness. Then here for a seat, usually like this driver seat is lower, and then it start to go up like this for a passenger. So there usually like after this platform for a driver fits, silhouette going up like this. Same here. So it's in the driver's seat. Passenger seat. It's kind of shape. And here, let's shoot. So you see, this kind of, I see this aspect kind of drawing scooters is not presented anywhere, so I want to clarify it, and already this one should help you a lot in drawing scooters, because all the rest is this kind of less important secondary details, when you just can open any photo reference and draw details over structure. And also like spending some time practicing it help you to be like fluent, again, like always repeating this stuff, help you to be fluent with the drawing scooters like in the real life, from reference, from imagination. Also I have some material I post in my Patreon, this like about scooter frames, about scooter proportions, from my book. I'm making book about how to draw motorcycles. There I'm talking about different type of motorcycles. It's almost like encyclopedia. I want it to be like super informative, give all important information for artists, so you don't need to search in internet, you don't need to buy a lot of books if you feel like a lack of information, you know, when you don't know like what is like how engine works, what is structure of typical engine, how many types of engine in motorcycles, like what kind of front forks, rear forks, a lot of interesting nuances, which like if you know them, it really just make you more literate. It's like hardcore and most like a best way to build like good visual library, you know, which is like based on science. So go to my Patreon, and there already like about 100 pages of my book about how to draw motorcycle I post for my patrons, so you can go and look. Very cool stuff, nobody do it anywhere, very original. So here I show you some examples. Now we can look. So here is some photographs from Taiwan. I have this kind of scooter actually. So let's see. So notice now you can read it, right? Now it's clear as a day. Now you see everywhere same pose. Now you see this structure which I mentioned. So look, wheel, 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 wheel for a seat, right? Then you see this angle here, and the same pose, we will see it again and again. And here from different angle. And this box, two wheel between, but here we have this kind of box. He sit, it's make too high. Should be like here. So on this H, he have box for driver's seat. Then we have this here. And this corner. Yeah, and also you can draw people standing. It's kind of, it's just instead of drawing her leg here, you put it here. But same. You can see. So also, like I say, depending on a motorcycle type, on a scooter type, it can be close here, or you move a little on the side, so hands will be here. So I can look for symmetry. So look what kind of font I want to do. Okay, this. and I draw kind of quick. Usually I don't draw so fast, so I will do less mistakes. So here will be a pause here. So I just show you sequence, I show you approach, right? How it works. So you can use pencil sketch to build construction, and this construction don't need to be like super detailed. You don't need much in details. Just draw this like bones, you know, like armature of main elements. Where is two wheels, and where is a seat and pose of a rider. Make him like backpack. So then you can do colors or shading. It looks like a Terminator made based on a Tarantino. Oh, hello, Shelley. Yeah, it's Terminator. Kind of epic chase scene. Maybe here's like first frame, like John Connor running away from Terminator. Maybe it's like Terminator in Italy. Remember what kind of yeah, so I just kind of showing how it works. So this method, this approach, very universal, really useful. So because it's important, you know, not too much stuck into theory. You know, it's like so many way how you can do it, and some techniques, some sequence, some pipelines, there might be not very convenient and only make things harder. So this one I was just thinking how to make it as convenient as possible, so it's like very universal and kind of easy approach. He work on delivery. First and delivery Terminator. Yeah, I think, you know, in the future definitely when these robots will be kind of, like Elon Musk say, you can buy robot like will price like a car. So we will see some company will make robots delivery pizza look like Terminator, like T-800. Because people keep joking, like make reference for sci-fi. Thank you, Shirley. Hello, No Jackson. So, for quick recap, again, what I say. First, practice to draw figure in a space, and not important which way you want to draw these proportions in perspective. Important is just spend some time practice to do it, so you will feel like you will feel it. You will start to feel how it works. And one way I demonstrate today, this box, it's convenient because you can draw it along with a motorcycle. So it's kind of, it's like became kind of Lego piece you can inject into motorcycle structure. So here we have this handlebar, then we have kind of angle for knees. So you see knees here kind of on the middle, right? And again, like you don't need to follow it 100%, because like hands can be a little wider, legs can be wider or closer, you can change angle a little bit. So there is a lot of tiny nuances you can always apply on the way. But this structure just provides you with a map. It's kind of like a 3D map for your points, for figure coordinates, kind of, right? So now we have this pose. It's one kind of exercise you can do, pose, which you can like move legs, you can move around. It's very flexible. And you can, if you want, you can move arms around. And also it's like if you want to make figure shorter, you can make figure shorter, you can change the length of everything. It's very convenient, very flexible. And second, it's a motorcycle scooter structure, which is 4 wheels. And you immediately can here inject these 4 boxes with a figure. So this box became like a seat for a driver. About this part here, it's for feet. So we will have figure seat somewhere about here. And now, because this, like I say again, it's really useful because there is a lot of adjustment how this handlebar can go. Sometimes it's broken, sometimes a wheel can be more in front, like who knows, whatever modifications can be. And then to this thing you just do it with the Z axis. So now we can do it this plus this equals this. So is it how you can draw it. And today I show you, maybe it's like looks like easy angle, which is not very important at the beginning, because in the beginning, even it's perceived easy, is still, it's like you're building in space, building in perspective. In next video I can show you like how this structure you can draw scooter in any kind of perspective. You can draw like fish eye, like super distorted angles, like super foreshortening. So, and now we see like this I say is for hands. Here's for knees. So here I have torso. And I make wheel three-dimensional, rear wheel three-dimensional. Then I say handlebar here like this, and like I showed before, we have this kind of angle. So this you can do it like Terminator. You can do any kind of motors, any kind of scooter with this structure. So they don't take much other reference. Anyway, for next tutorial I can prepare more different reference. Like, okay, let's say this one, right? So like we have something like this. Maybe like little move here. So this on the gas previous scooter was with like electricity scooter, and this one on a gas. So here's rear shock, then this engine. Hello, Rodrigo. Yeah, thank you, Rodrigo. Fix. Just fix. Yeah, so it's I miss summer. It's paradise in Taiwan in the summer, riding scooter. feels great. No, I don't know. Maybe outside some sound from street. Didn't hear cat. I only hear this. Cats all sleeping now.
Madness. This is Jane Bond art.
totally don't have muscles, this guy. Maybe I'll give him swimming suit, so now he have more muscles. Okay, better. You mean video was too loud? Here's this kind of. Yes, so kind of this some demonstration. Yeah, like I say, proportions a little odd because I usually draw slower. Just, but also next video I will draw in a fisheye perspective, so you will see how same method work for any kind of perspective. today. We'll finish here. Write me your comments, feedback, requests. See you tomorrow again, and I will draw in a fish-eye perspective. Scooters. Maybe also add passenger. Tomorrow can draw with a passenger. See you next stream.
The best tutorials